So we're back.
Yep.
For episode 7.
7. Siete?
Uno, dos, tres.
Cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve,
siete.
Diez. Yep.
Of Fools for Fiber.
Yep.
Which is a swearing-friendly podcast. We're going to do this within the first minutes this time, instead of me saying a curse word and remembering that I should tell you guys.
I also think that going forward we should probably put in the title, like, swears, no swears.
What?
You know, just so, because some mom might
not
want to
safe for work. Fools for Fiber.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. We're not declaring ourselves not safe for work. We already, when we upload, state that we are not made for children.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like, we do, that is a setting that YouTube does have. Which
See, I don't know that. So.
Yeah, no, it means that our content doesn't show up on KidsTube or whatever the
yeah, that's good.
nonsense is.
That's good.
They've gotten pretty specific about that. And also, like, monetization, if you say very specific curse words and, like, other sort of... We're nowhere near monetization, so that doesn't really matter, I don't guess, but... I mean, hey, we only need, like, 960 more subs.
Wow.
And,
that's gonna happen.
like, 9,000 more views.
Like I said, that's gonna happen.
Hey, it might. I didn't think we were gonna get 10 followers. So, who knows?
We are very thankful for the 10 followers that we have.
We have
Sorry, we have 45.
No,
40. I thought it was 45.
No, it's like 42.
Oh, okay. Well, we're thankful for all 42 of you.
Each and every one of you. And if it goes down to 39, we are still thankful that you bothered to watch us once.
That's right.
But yeah, so who are you?
Oh,
Since you swear.
I'm Angie.
I'm Avery.
And all of the information is down there under Show More. Click that and it'll show more.
Yeah. At least all of our, like, social media stuff's always there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes me a little while to get to the actual links to projects because I have a life.
Show notes do take time for us to get up sometimes.
Sometimes?
Sometimes. Sometimes we do it the day of.
It's all me. I own it. It's my problem.
Some days, some episodes, it might take us a little while. But you could, if you ever have a question,
oh yeah,
you can always comment, message one of us on Instagram about what you have a question about.
Very true.
So even if the show notes aren't there, it's not like we have 9,000 followers.
No.
There's only 40 odd of you. So even if each one of you messaged us, we would be able to answer you.
It might, if only 10 of you message me, I can get to those within an hour. If all 40 of you message me, might take a little longer than that. But I would message you back.
Right.
Probably sooner than I got to the show notes, since we are now 2 weeks behind.
But, hey.
But yeah. It's fine. We're good.
It's not like you're not working a corporate job, going to school.
Yep, I did start school again.
And doing all of the other things that are on your plate on top of trying to do a podcast.
Hey, we're here. I almost didn't show up, but I did. So.
You certainly didn't want me by myself.
Why not? Why?
I don't think that would be a very...
I'm noticing that a lot of other knitting podcasts are just one person sitting in front of a camera talking, and I'm like, maybe that's our problem. Maybe there being 2 of us means that people don't know how to handle that. There's just too much chaos.
Chaos crew.
Is that a Critical Role reference?
Yes.
I should clarify, I'm wearing a Critical Role shirt, and I will make Critical Role references. Yeah, Mom is too.
And we didn't plan this.
We didn't plan this,
We did not plan this.
I have not watched, like, any of Campaign 2.
But
I watched up until Molly died, and I met Caduceus, and I was like, this is cool, and then my life got very, very stressful, and I fell out of it, because I didn't really care about pirates. Sorry, I know that that was a temporary thing, but, like, Pirate Arc just sort of was deeply uninteresting to me from what I saw at the beginning of it, so I fell out of it, so I don't know anything about the most recent stuff, and I keep telling myself I'm going to hop back into it. And then, like you just mentioned, I have like 50 things on my plate.
Yeah.
So, haven't hopped back into it. Keep meaning to. I do keep meaning to, but it's just like, the episodes are so long. And I have so many things to do. And my roommates are deeply not interested. And to be honest, some days after work, it's all I can do to bring myself to watch, like, pretty girls on YouTube cooking, which is what I do. I watch pretty girls on YouTube cook. Don't judge me.
No judgment.
Yes.
Don't judge me for watching Critical Role.
Why would I judge you for watching Critical Role? I told you about Critical Role.
Yeah, you did.
That was me. I can't judge you for something that I told you to do. That's not true. I could, but I don't.
So, anyway.
So she's gonna do, like,
Chaos Crew.
Chaos.
Oh, maybe it's this way on here. Chaos Crew. I don't know. Which way is C? Oh well.
All that to say, I think that this week I've actually done more knitting than you have.
You have, because I've been knitting swatches for Shop Update and dyeing yarn for Shop Update and working a corporate job.
Yep. My new, bad day buster is just, they get 5 minutes of me being very stressed before I spend 2 minutes knitting. I'm not sure how my boss would like that, so hey Jake if you're watching, but,
hey, I do it. I even did it at my job before work from home became the forever thing to
I'm
do.
literally sitting on these meetings just like,
yep,
because they don't make me have my camera on. I'm so spoiled. My job does spoil me, at least on that aspect, where they're not like, Avery, why isn't your camera on? Turn your camera on. Because I'm just sort of like, no. No. I look like a gremlin because I haven't brushed my hair. I haven't showered yet today. And I am 129% in my pajamas. So if you want me on a meeting at 8:30 in the morning, no. No. I'll be there.
I actually was knitting on a meeting with a video on the other day.
I don't care. There are some meetings where they're like making these choices and I'm just like, that's nice.
Yep.
But
I have one of those. They informed me today that we're pointing a link from a production server to a QA server for X number of people to actually travel to said QA server. Yeah, that was my reaction as well. I was like, okay, yeah. I have the email now stating from my boss's boss that this is what I'm supposed to do. So, yeah.
My favorite is when they try to tell me that they're going to take down our ticketing system without having a backup. And I'm just like, you're gonna take down the entire ticketing system that we use to run our entire company that's based around these tickets. And you're not going to have a failsafe at all? Okay. This is above my pay grade. I'm just here to make sure the analysts stay in their seat and answer the phones. So if you want to screw us over that way, you can explain to your boss's boss, who has my boss on his ass, about why that's happening, because I don't. But all of that back to knitting.
Yeah.
This is about fiber,
Sorry,
not about work.
Just think it's like
Oh yeah, no.
cray cray has like
Stupidity
off
has run rampant.
yeah
In corporate America for a
off
long
the
time.
charts. Well, it's off the charts right now, I think. But you know, it
You've
is what
been
it
in
is.
the corporate world far longer than I have, so you would know. But it has been off the charts for as long as I've been in it. So,
Okay.
do you have any finished objects?
No. 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 The
I love
no. The Be Thankful is not finished.
this. Why would
There
that
are
be
no
thankful?
finished socks. No.
You were like churning stuff out for a while there.
No. Not
How many swatches have you done? You can't show them because that's spoilers, but how many swatches have you done?
I think I have done 8.
8.
8 swatches, and I have dyed 12 colors.
So you've done a lot.
Even
with fiber.
I have dyed 12 colors. Some of them are our old colorways, but because we've changed bases,
This is getting into shop update territory. I was
they
mostly
look
trying
a little
to like.
different. So yeah. So some of them aren't new colors, but
But
anyway.
you've done 8. 8
Yeah.
swatches. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I have 4 swatches left. Yeah.
Nice. Very neat.
Yeah.
So you have finished things, just not like fun things.
Yeah. Not things I can share
Yet.
yet.
They will be coming. And you will hear more about them at the end of this episode, probably. I think.
No.
No.
I think it'll be the next one.
Wow. So I have like 1.5 finished objects.
I think 1 and 99.9% finished.
One and
objects.
like, so should I start with the finished?
Yeah,
or the
start with
almost-
the finish,
So
and then we'll move to the.
I accidentally called this the shawl from hell the other day, and it's not so much the shawl from hell. It is the bind off from hell. Because it is so...
I think we actually talked about the bind off in the last.
Yeah, no, it
episode.
is such an involved bind off, and this needs to be blocked.
It's actually It's actually a really pretty bind off though.
Oh, yeah, no, the bind off is gorgeous. It's just, it goes for days. Like, this is more than my arm span long. And it needs to be blocked pretty badly.
It's literally like 2 yards, so I'd say a 72-inch shawl.
Yeah, no, this
Easy,
is...
easy, 72-inch.
This is a large condor's worth of a shawl. But I also realized because I started, spoiler alert, I started a second one. I realized that I misread the pattern, so there's more in between here than there should be. Because I was so essentially it's calling for 12 rows between each of the short row between each of the lace sections.
Yeah. Avery decided to add.
Avery decided that meant that she needed to do 16.
Oh, 12 converted to 16. That's
So-
interesting math.
No, so it's sets of 4, right?
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, right. So it's essentially
3 sets of 4.
3 sets of 4, but
sets
I
of
thought
4.
I thought that they were saying to do 4 sets of 4, and they were saying these are the 4 rows. Now do 12, like do the 3 sets or 4 sets or whatever it is.
Interesting.
So-
And this is the rain outside, right?
I think so.
And then she has another one.
She
This
has
is
several.
Sylvia McFadden Soft Sweater.
Here,
She
I'll
has
pull it
another one called something else about the rain, because Angie at Yarn and Yarns is actually doing that one right now.
Yeah, this is the rain outside. It's the DK version of that, which I like. They're sister patterns, so they're very similar. And I just love, like, it's kind of getting lost with the Iris on the camera, I think. Also, that's backwards.
Yeah, I think we're looking at the pretty side.
Yeah, you are. This is the right side. So this like these
is
little
the pretty side.
yeah. Like, see, I just think it's so nice, and our yarn is so squishy because like I like it. But it's done. It just needs to be blocked. The ends need to be woven in.
Yep.
So I'm gonna ask my really pretty mom
Pretty.
to block my really pretty shawl, since she has all the blocky things here.
Yeah.
And my cats are not nearly as well behaved as her cats.
Well, I will definitely do that.
But yeah, this is done. This took me a really long time, and I did straight up tell Anthony, who is the person this is for, his romantic partner, that like I said in my last episode, or in our last episode that I talked about it, like, if she doesn't like it, don't tell me, I'll cry, because this was a lot of my time and energy, but I really am pleased with it. This bind off, though, it's pretty, but it took 10 years.
No. It took you hours, but you had to be in solitary.
No.
Oh, you weren't in solitary?
I was in solitary to figure it out.
Okay.
And then it was like, I just had to... It got to be so repetitive that I could memorize how to do it.
Yeah.
It was just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
alright, I'll put it over here.
That's one. And then there's 2.98999. Which is to say, I've almost finished the Spiritual Guardian Cowl, but I lost Yarn Chicken in like the worst way. Like, it is literally, I have this much to bind off.
So you literally have like maybe 30 stitches. Maybe not even that many.
8, 10, 12, 16, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 31. I have 31 stitches. You would have won the Price is Right. Good job. So that means, and I was talking about this in the Discord group the other day, that I'm going to have to like actually bust into the second scheme. What are you gonna do? But I really like it.
Yeah.
It's really, really pretty, and it was a really quick and easy knit, and I really,
It's actually, I think because the cables are repetitive, that it's easy to memorize. I know Kat posted on her Instagram yesterday, I think. It's called the Spirit Guardian Cowl.
Spiritual Guardian Cowl.
And the designer is Heather and Hops.
Yep.
Her name is Kat, and she has a light blue, I think it's mohair, and
yeah, she suggests
fingering
held with mohair or DK. She has instructions for both. And I did DK because if you've watched literally any of this podcast, you will know I'm not a fan of mohair. Mom's also not super a fan of mohair, although I think you like it.
I like Valley Yarn's version.
But I just think I was going to, so this is the slouchy version, which means it also needs to be blocked, I guess. But there was the option to do like a third repeat for like a super comfy, like slouchy version. But the person that this is for is even shorter than me, and she's got a short neck. So I was like, this is already probably going to be very, like, long on her. So I decided to stop. But I would have easily, like, but
yeah, I like it.
Very impressed. Like it a lot. Probably will be making one for myself. Because I forgot, I think I said this last week too, I forgot how much I like cables. they're just such effective, but also not super difficult to do.
Yeah.
So that's all I've finished.
Do you have any widths?
I have several.
Other than the 99.9% finished?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay.
Do you have any whips? Do you
Yeah.
want to go?
No, go for
No? Okay, we'll do all of mine.
it. We'll do the Avery show.
The Avery show. I like the sound of that.
Oh.
So
That's
this
a new
is
spin-off, the Avery show.
so this is the Flax that I'm doing for my roommate's Christmas, which he is now aware of, it being for his Christmas, because he just kept talking.
He's nosy.
He just, no, it's not even that he's nosy. He just kept, like, wanting to talk about the other sweater from last year and, like, no pressure, but I really do want to still have, like, an Avery original sweater. And I was like, bro, you have one on needles that I know will work. So please calm down. And he was just like, oh. So I'm so close. I have, like, a row and a half left before I break out the arms and start work on the body. And,
that yarn and the previous yarn were thick skein.
version 1.0
Yeah.
Highland. This is version 1.0 Highland. The Highland that we're selling now is even better.
Yes.
And we have gotten better at dyeing it. But
It's not quite as tonal now. We've learned how to get a more consistent color across Highland.
Yep. And this is our
That's the
Silver Fox. I think it's like original name was Grey Wolf or something, so I always want
Yeah.
to call it Grey Wolf.
Yeah.
But this is Silver Fox. And I really like it. I like this pattern. I also think I'll make myself one of these. Probably in the largest size, because I really, kind of all I want is a really, really, really oversized sweater. Because I really like that. And why not?
Yeah.
This pattern actually comes in a size that can be oversized on me, so thanks TinCan Knits.
It's also a free pattern on their website. And
It's on their website too. That's good.
yeah, it's actually a really good pattern if you're learning how to, if it's like your first
Yeah.
garment, it steps you through why you're doing what you're doing.
Like, I wish that I had used this for G's sweater and for Jake's sweater last year when I was knitting my first sweaters. Because it does explain things
Yeah.
much better. Which isn't to say that, like, that's not true. The pattern that I'm using for Jake's sweater from last year was a buy on a lark from Webb's. Which I have learned my lesson on that. We don't just go to Webb's and buy enough yarn for a sweater and a pattern without talking to Mom. Or literally anyone.
It was an in-person purchase.
Right.
You weren't on the website.
No.
You were in person, and and he was there with you.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, it was just me and my
Okay.
roommate G. But it was a situation where the yarn was on sale. I could get enough of the yarn for a sweater for like $75.
Yeah.
And it's good yarn and
Yeah.
a color that I knew he would like. And the pattern is a very like basic men's pullover pattern. It's just seamed. So it's a little funky, and also like I'm not 100% sure. I don't.
There's some concern about sizing, and we're not going to mention the pattern name, but there's some concern about sizing, and I think some of that depends upon how old the pattern is, because I think pattern grading now is vastly improved. That I think designers now are truly taking measurements into consideration as opposed to just adding inches and hoping it fits.
Right.
Right.
Which is what I think is happening with that pattern.
Yes.
If I because it's not new. I will say that it's not a new pattern. It wasn't a free pattern either. And definitely doesn't go into the same amount of explanation as this one does.
Yeah. TinCan Knits, any of their patterns actually.
Yeah, no, they're really good across the board in my opinion.
Yeah. It's for learning. If their sock pattern, their hand knit pattern, like the first time you're doing a thumb gusset, if you want to understand why you're doing the thumb gusset the way you're doing it, use their I can't remember the name of it. It's again like the word flax, but
something
it's
like
not
that.
Flax.
A lot of their names are in that same vein.
But you can find it on Ravelry, or you can find it on their website.
And we will link their website below, just in case there's anybody watching who
doesn't want to go
issues with Ravelry.
Yep.
And then, so this is sort of low-key a spoiler because I ended up back at Webs, so I'm going to have goodies to mention from when I went to Webs, but I might have started another shawl, another rain outside shawl, and by maybe, I mean I just did. And I'm back on my Malabrigo bullshit, so everybody be really sad for me. And my wallet. Because I love Malabrigo so much. But they're so expensive. But this is the beginning, a baby, of the rain outside.
In railway roads, right?
So it's
Whale Road.
Whale Road and Cirrus Gray. Cirrus? Cloud Gray.
Cirrus.
Yeah. And I just, like, if these aren't my colors, I don't know what are.
Yeah, they are.
So I
think it's really funny because it almost matches my Be Thankful cardigan. Like, you could wear it with the Be Thankful, and
yeah, they would match.
Yeah.
But the correct, like, the pattern for the rain outside calls for you to have contrasting colors. For the iris one that I didn't do that because fuck the police. But this time I decided to do that, so it's a little bit hard to see on video. I think, like, I don't know. Can you guys tell?
Yeah, I think they can.
But you're supposed to alternate, and then your contrast color is the lace. And I like it a lot. I think it's going to be
beautiful. Yeah.
Which we ended up at Webs on a complete and total, like, it was Jake's birthday. My roommate Jake, not my boss Jake. There are two Jakes in my life. I don't hang out with, well, I probably would hang out with my boss on his birthday if he asked me to. But we were, okay, I'm going to ask you. And you guys can tell me if I'm crazy or not. If someone said to you, we're going to go on a dinosaur walk, what do you picture?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it would be like through the woods or anything. I would think that it was...
you know how the zoo in Providence does, like, the pumpkin walk where they have all the pumpkin displays?
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking something like that. Nay. No. It was dinosaur tracks trail. So it was like we were hiking. Like hiking to see dinosaur tracks, which were cool. They were really, really neat. Like, it was
Jake loves dinosaurs.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Loves dinosaurs. So he was really into it. And it was great. It was just one of those situations where it's like, I would have worn different clothes. I would have worn different shoes. But, bless him, it was like 20 minutes from Webb's, so he looked at his boyfriend and he's like, hey Ray, let's pop over to Webb's so that Avery and G can go in and look around for a little while. And they bought Ray's mom some stuff because she also, like, knits and crochets, so it was just me like, Jake, do you think we can go to Webb's?
Cool.
Well, I also bought cable needles for the Spiritual Guardian cowl that is 99.998% done.
Hey.
Hey. But yeah, that's all my finished objects.
And your works in progress.
And my works in progress.
And
I'm done.
Yep, that was the Avery show.
This is all. Yeah, you got like 10 minutes of me talking about nothing.
Alright, so the only thing I was going to show today is my,
You've done so much work on this since last time.
my Be Thankful cardigan. So I have one sleeve done, and the front and the back are done, and I just have to get another sleeve on and then do the button band.
That's so cool. I
And
really like this.
I think it's going to be
Very cute.
really cute.
I mean, it's already cute, but it's going to be really cute once it's done.
Yeah, I really like it.
I like that you left this without the mohair.
Yeah,
She left the, like,
the band.
the ribbing.
Yeah. So that's my only work in progress that I'm sharing.
What do you
I
think of
have-
the pattern so far?
I like the pattern a lot.
Nice.
I actually think it's fairly easy to follow
Yeah?
because it's you're not shaping for arm, right?
Uh-huh.
There's no armhole shaping here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a drop shoulder.
Uh-huh.
So the only shaping you've got is the V-neck here.
Huh.
And then the only shaping on the sleeve you pick up around the armhole, and the only shaping on the sleeve
Is the balloon sleeve?
is here.
Hmm.
And it's just it's like
A reverse raglan?
a reverse raglan for the armhole. I mean for the cuff decrease, and then you do a drastic decrease right before you.
Yeah.
And I opted to again do a contrast color for the cuff
Mm-hmm.
because I'm going to do a contrast color for the button band.
No, I really like it so far.
So
I think it's going to be really cute on you.
once I get the only thing I didn't do, I did continue the and it was just because I missed it. There's a slip stitch that occurs along the fake seam on the side.
Uh-huh.
Here, there's a fake seam on the side. I don't know how well you can see it. And there's a slip stitch that occurs along both sides. And for the sleeve, I just freaking forgot to do it until I was the slip stitch. I did the seam,
Oh.
but I forgot to do the slip stitch. So you can tell the difference, but it's not drastic,
Oh, yeah.
and it's under my arm. So
Yeah, I wouldn't. If somebody was
I
like,
was
what did I do wrong?
halfway down the sleeve, and I was like, I'm not ripping this back with mohair in order to add slip stitches in. So that's my.
Nice.
The only thing I've worked on this week was this.
Some weeks it's like that.
I mean, that I can show, right?
Right.
Because
Because you've been doing a ton of other stuff, just not.
did do a couple of maybe an inch on my turtle dove, but it's just gray, you know.
Mhm.
So when I get that finished, I'll share it again. And that's it.
Okay.
That's it. You gonna show your goodies now?
I mean, I did sort of show them. Gee, I will give you a photo of the yarn. Please post it here over my face so that they can still see Mom smiling, but not me. It's just 2 skeins of Serious Gray.
And one
Circus
skein of
Wells Road. Woo. That's really all I bought, which for me was like actually good, because the last 3 times I've been in webs I was like, I don't know what I want. There's too much to want.
So
But
while Avery was at Webs,
I'm a good daughter.
she messaged me, and I was like, oh yeah, I need a main color for my, and I always butcher the name of this blanket.
I'd be grateful.
I don't know what it is. I can't remember it. It's like the Battenberg, but it's Casapinkas, and I always butcher it. So anyway, I need the
is this the
solid
joining
color? Yeah, the joining color.
Ah.
So, and I wanted a gray. So our bedroom is white and gray for the most part. So that will be the joining color for, it's washable, so for Afghan,
Yeah.
I thought it was important. I'm making most of the little squares out of sock yarn that are Superwash, 75-25, so leftovers. So 4 hanks of that.
This is Cloudborn Fibers, which is apparently going out of business.
Yeah.
By the way, so that's why I got 4 hanks. You only technically asked for 3.
Yeah.
But I got you 4, and it was really funny because the guy at Webs actually got to brag about you because I wore the sweater you made me last year, and he was just like, I walked into the back looking for this, and he was like, oh my gosh, your sweater. And I was like, I know. My mom is the coolest. Look at what she made me. And he's like, well, what are you making her? And I was like, okay, but I can't, like, say it here, obviously, because she's right there. But I was like, don't worry. She's getting something nice. And then he was like, well, what can I help you with anything? And I was like, well, actually, speaking of my crazy, talented, intelligent mother who makes me sweaters, she needs a lot of fingering that is washable and also not expensive. And he was like, boy, howdy, do I have something for you, but you're gonna have to get everything that she'll need today because it's gonna be gone. And I was like,
yes. And I've used Cloudborn before.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I actually have. I actually used it in the shawl that I'm going to give Nana for Christmas.
Oh. Well, they are definitely going out of business, so if you...
They were part of Craftsy or Blueprint. They were partners with them because when I had my Blueprint membership,
I don't know what that is.
this was the brand of fiber that I got.
I don't know what Blueprint is.
Blueprint.
Sorry.
It's
Oh, it's like a
Craftsy. It's like a knitting, weaving, like it's like a portal that has all the all kinds of classes and stuff. And if you buy a membership, you could like pick a pattern, like a pattern package every quarter, and they would send you a box with stuff in it. And Cloudborn was the brand of yarn.
So maybe it's like their in-house yarn?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't even know how it ended up at Webs.
I mean, it feels nice.
It's really nice.
So, so yeah, that's
I had like 3 really nice old ladies thinking that Jake worked there. That was kind of funny.
Oh wow.
Not me, Jake. And they're like, looking at Jake. I think they're looking at me, and they're asking him questions about where things are. And then I'm like, oh, sorry, we don't work here, but I can tell you where it is. And he goes, oh, I didn't think you worked here. I thought he did. And I was just like, that boy doesn't know the difference between, like, alpaca and, like, wool. What? He's not even wearing, he's wearing a t-shirt. Like, what are you talking about? It was funny. And he was just like, I don't know. But probably because he was, like, sitting there holding up different colors going, I think your mom would like this. What about this one? And I'm like, she wants gray. Jake. Gray. Or sage.
Yeah.
Which he wanted, he chose the green. There were several greens to choose from, and he was like, I think this one. And I was like, I think she's going to go with the gray. I'm still the biological child. But, yeah. That's all the...
That's all I've got.
That's all you got?
Yep.
Is there any wish list projects?
I wish I could have time to work on stuff, which I know is going to happen. Like, maybe even by tomorrow night, I will have all the swatches taken care of and all the photos taken care of. And then, if I'm lucky, then next Wednesday or next Friday, we can actually start putting stuff up on the site. So,
but do we have a shop update, or are we just good?
I don't want to commit. I would rather us put a quick blurb up.
Yep.
Even if it's just you standing in, or me standing in front of the camera going, shop update. I would rather it be up for sure.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We can always do the shop update after we've launched the stuff. That's fine too.
Yeah, I just, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
The key, I guess, would be if you want to know about the shop update, go to the website and sign up for the newsletter.
So you get an email the night before and the Instagram post the day of.
We always send a newsletter, and that's the only time we send a newsletter. We do not send weekly newsletters because, honestly,
you said this last time too.
We don't have time.
She hates getting email.
So, if you want to know, sign up for the newsletter.
Yeah.
I can tell you that we have a lot of cool tonals and a couple of variegateds that will be going in.
Nice.
So,
cool.
That's it.
All right. Well then, for this week, guess we're good.
Yep.
And until we talk to you next,
play with fiber as often as you can.
Okay.
As often.
Bye.
Bye.